songwriter Rufus Wainwright. The new CD is called Want One, and apparently the next one will be called Want Two.
Yes.
I get it. I'm not sure I get it, but it doesn't matter.
It's all right.
Don't try and explain anything to me. I'd like to know where you got the outfit, though, that's on the front of this CD.
Well, I basically rented it from a costume place. It's rubber. It's completely fake and very light. And I don't know, I guess the idea sort of popped into my head very quickly, and I just decided to do it very quickly. And
before anybody could argue with you.
They actually tried to pull it, the record company, and I can kind of say that now because it was a different record company at the time, but they, at the very last minute, they wanted me to just use this, you know, normal picture of me on the sidewalk or something, and so it made it through. But,
no, I love it.
yeah.
It is sort of Sir Lancelot, isn't it? That is you look like you're the fallen.
Well, I think one of the
knight.
things is that you know there's this thing in New York, and I bet they have it here too, like at Tower Records, where they have all the record covers, and
everybody's
on
faces.
The side, yeah, and it's just I remember so many times I've walked by and been like, God, those are ugly, ugly covers, and so I wanted to do something nice and pretty.
It is really great. I love it. It's perfect. You can have it for your Christmas card too. Okay, do you want to talk about that song?
Oh yeah, Dinner at 8.
Yeah, it's the last cut on this CD. It takes a while to get to this song.
Yeah.
I guess that was purposeful. It's a tough song.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because it's about my dad, and I wrote it actually probably around the first time you interviewed me for my first album when I mean I haven't looked at those interviews, but I was pretty I was pretty lippy back then. You know, it wasn't my I didn't have a lot of experience with the press, so I said some things about him that I probably shouldn't have said, and then you know he was probably a bit nervous about my rise and success, and we just had this really tough period and ended up having this really ferocious argument. And
you didn't really grow up with him too much in your face every day either.
No, we didn't see each other very much. And but then, yeah, we had this big fight, and then I wrote that song after that argument, very much in a kind of vindictive, I'm gonna tear you down kind of
sort of like David and Goliath with opening lines.
Yeah, it is David and Goliath. I mean, that's what I'm borrowing it for. And then it's interesting because I just kind of let it rest for a while, and then when this record was being made, it sort of crept up again and turned out. And then I realized it was a love song. It wasn't mean at all. It's just some little kid trying to get attention. Whatever.
Get attention, and
who needs attention?
Not us, apparently. But you know, it sort of cleared the deck, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it very much did.
That dinner was the start of the deck clearing?
Yeah, no, that was the start of the deck clearing, but then we had to, go retrieve the furniture.
I mean, your father is a very famous songwriter, Loudon Wainwright, and he was here.
Yeah, no, he's been here.
Yeah, your mother and aunt have been here, your sisters, the whole thing. Who am I missing? Nobody.
Well, unfortunately, you missed my grandmother, who was amazing. She was amazing singer.
And they wrote that wonderful song for her funeral, did you?
Yeah.
I love that song. What's it called?
I think it's called Gabby or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. But when you were little, were you all singing together all the time? Was it that much fun?
Yeah, no, it was a complete, singing concentration camp of sorts.
He's really improved now dealing with the media.
It was wonderful. It was, no supper without song. No, she was we were always singing as kids. I don't know, my grandmother had my mother when she was 45. So she was sort of from this previous generation, more sort of First World War, early Second World War, like where they didn't really have, they had 78s. Those were the records they had.
Gee, that long ago. I had 78s.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I know you think I'm much younger.
No, but they would like, it wasn't Frank Sinatra and like Judy Garland. It was more older, like Bing Crosby, and like people could play piano, and it was
entertainment. You had to entertain.
Yeah, you had to entertain yourself. Yeah.
So before you got your dinner, you had to sing a song?
No.
You know what other song? I mean, I like this whole album. I love Vicious World.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's a fascinating song.
Thank you.
Where did that? Do you want to talk about it a bit?
That one I wrote in Montreal. I was walking around and just, I think that it was when I don't know. I've recently hit 30, which is a good age.
It's a milestone.
It's nice. But I just started to. And it happens very subtly, but just when you look around and you realize, wait a minute, people like people better when they're younger. Or
it's true,
they get far better. They get far better treatment, and
unless you're Clint Eastwood, of course.
Yeah.
But really and truly,
just that subtle thing starts to rise, and that's what vicious will.
Surely to God, that's
and you start to do it, and you start to do it as well. Like I start to like treat people better who are younger. You know, like youth starts to become so.
How did that get
seductive.
reversed? I know, but how did that get reversed? You're supposed to respect me and be polite.
I know. I try to do that as well.
But
it's typical when you see a beautiful young person. They're very
compelling.
Yeah, compelling and beautiful. So.
Yes, and the older you get, the more invisible you become. I mean, it's a problem. Let's say I noticed this when I was young. I was in a bus station in Kingston, Ontario, and there was a woman sitting beside me, and she was about 60. And she had on a print dress, and she just didn't exist.
Yeah.
Nobody saw her at all, and I felt very upset about that. Anyway, because I knew what was coming next.
Never gonna happen to me, darling.
You think that? Calgary.
I'm eternal.
It ain't the truth, though. See ya.
Thank you.
Calgary tonight, Edmonton tomorrow. Wonderful, Rufus Wainwright. Bit short. Want one? Available in stores now. How short was that?